How's it going, everybody? Welcome back in. Heading down to a local spot. Fished it a few times this year. It's produced pretty well. I believe we're in the active spawn. The bite has been pretty tough here recently, so we're gonna head down here. We're gonna see what the water looks like. We got a little rain the other day. Not sure if it's clear, maybe a little murky, but we're gonna give it a go. Unexpected night off last night means that I'm able to go to the creek today, so we're gonna hit it and we're gonna see if we can't find us some smallmouth and possibly anything else that wants to bite. So let's get in there and see what we can find. Well, water looks pretty good. It's not nearly as murky as what I thought it would be with all the rain that we got the other day. Got pretty good visibility. Got a it's a 5-inch Yum swimming dinger, but I bite the tip off, run it down to closer to 3.5. It's just a little bit longer, makes it to where I don't get as many short strikes. And I pair that up on the Owner EWG Ned style head, rig it up weedless, Texas rig it with a little Texposed hook there. Just works perfect here in the creek. I don't get snagged up on rocks, trees, branches. And I like to pair that up with my multi-purpose rod, which is the Abu Garcia Vengeance combo. It's a 7-foot medium, and I absolutely love this rod because it's got a little bit more backbone. But I can also throw a crappie jig, I can throw top water, I can throw a buzzbait. It's just perfect for all around fishing. And as you can see right there, we had a fish come up, so let's see whether or not that is a bass. The carp are also spawning, so just see, can't get something to strike over there. I think you got a little one. It's running right at me. What the heck? Oh, I don't think he got the hook all the way. Oh, I watched him come up and eat it. What is going on? That's 2. Well, that doesn't happen very often, especially with these Owner hooks. I watched him come up and eat it. Drag a little tighter. That's one thing about this rod. It's got more of a backbone to it, so when I'm throwing finessey stuff, I usually drop the drag a little bit because I've had some bigger fish come off. But then at the same time, you have to be quick with it and tighten it down once you get a good hook set. And it's a little give and take with this rod. Usually doesn't take me but a fish or two to figure out. That's 2 that came and hit it actively, which is a good sign. So maybe we can find a couple laying up in here. Like I said on the way in, I'm pretty sure they're spawning right now. It's been tough for pretty much everyone here in Ohio. Some of the smaller creeks, just finding fish. And then when you do find them, getting them to bite and chase, they're not too interested. So to see 2 fish come up and hit like that this early, it's definitely a good sign. Hopefully it's a sign of what the day is going to be. Now if I can just get my hands on one, feel a lot better about it. Oh, there was another little one. That was a short strike. I may have to downsize a little bit. But they are active, so good sign. There we go. Let's see if we can get our hands on one. Are you kidding me? What is going on? Let's see if we can get our hands on one. That might be a good fish. Stay on there. It's not too bad. Stay down. Hey. Finally get our hands on one. Through my lure. But still. Nice chunky smallmouth. That's what we're after right there. Beautiful fish. Alright, threw that paddle tail over in there. He come up and smacked it near the top. It was almost a topwater bite. Alright, finally got our hands on one. Alright, so I like to use the 1/8 ounce owner EWG hooks. I prefer the blockhead, but these finesse are a little bit cheaper. These are just 1/0 hooks. And then what I'm using today is one of these 5-inch swinging dingers. And I like to bite off the first 1.5 inches or so. A little bit, here's a little bit smaller profile, especially on days where I'm getting short strikes or just struggling to hook up, which today for some reason, one of the main reasons that I throw the owner hook brands is because I rarely lose fish. So maybe I'm just due, or maybe I'm just having a bad day. Either way, still won't deter me from throwing these. But rig it up just like that, little Texas rig style with the nose buried in the plastic, and it's really how I fish almost every finesse and soft plastic I have, no matter what it is. That's it right there. All right guys, first topwater lure of the year. Got a little Berkeley Chopo tied on here. I'm gonna cast it out through here. Have yet to throw anything. Temperatures are getting warm. I think we might still be a little bit in spawn, so I'm not sure if we're gonna get any hits. But if you're a bass fisherman and you don't enjoy the blow up on a topwater bait, you might want to check your pulse, because there's nothing that will get your heart pounding faster than a blow up on any type of topwater bait. So let's throw this thing out there, see if we can't get anything hooked up. Well, I'll be surprised if that still works. Well, if that right there doesn't prove to you the toughness of a Berkeley Chopo, I really don't know what else will. Perfectly intact. Oh yeah. What is that? What is this? Stay on there. There's no way this is a bass. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stay. Oh my God. Jesus. That is a creek tank. Oh my God. Look at that thing. That is the biggest bass of the year so far. Holy crap. Bottom lip to the end. We'll have to measure that when we get home because I didn't bring my board. That's exactly why we come out and we do what we do for fish just like that. Man, that was a massive smallmouth. So glad I got that in. The day started out so rough. I lost 4 fish before I even touched my first fish. It's 3 on the board now. Man, that was a tank. Whew. There we go. Little guy came up and smacked it. Take it though. It's just a little guy. Beautiful fish though. All right, everybody, we have made it back to the spot where we got in, went up a little ways, come back. Started off rough, lost my first 4 fish, didn't even touch them. Then I landed one and finally felt good to get on the board. And then I ran into that absolute giant. That I forgot my board at home. I was able to put it on the pole, mouth open, bottom lip, from the very end of the pole up to the sea on Vengeance. I believe I got it on camera. So I'm gonna go home and take a ruler just to give me a rough estimate. I think it was over 18. It was a giant. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even sure it was a bass. There's a lot of carp and stuff in here spawning. Thought maybe I'd snagged one because when I set the hook, it did not move. So to see that it was a smallmouth, I'm sure you guys were able to hear me on camera. That's really exciting. It's one of the main reasons we come out here and do this, is to find those 18s, 20s, 20 plus. And luckily I was able to run into one. We got a storm system moving in, so I'm gonna shut it down for the day, and it's glad to be able to get out here. So hopefully I can go home and turn this all into a video and showcase it to the world. Thank you guys for following along, and if you like this kind of content, feel free to share it, like, subscribe, follow along. We're just getting started here in Ohio. See you guys.